Hi, welcome to the Pearls and Polish podcast. My name is Rachel, and I'm coming to you from just outside Sacramento, California. You can find me on Instagram and Ravelry, and links to those are on my website in the description below. So this is our December wrap-up. It's raining today, it's kind of windy, so perfect day for cozying up, knitting, watching movies, drinking hot chocolate. So I'm definitely going to go do that in a little bit. But I wanted to do a short video and just kind of wrap up the year. This is the first year that I've done a podcast. So we made it all the way through the year. So very excited to just kind of share what I've been making, what I've been working on this past year with all of you. So December was a bit of a whirlwind. I had a lot of big plans for December, and some of them I made those plans into reality. Some of them I did not. And that's okay. It was part of that learning process. My big goal for 2022 was my year of socks. And that was knitting a pair of socks every month for the whole year. I was doing the subscription year of socks through Witchery. And I've really enjoyed that whole process. I did not resubscribe for 2023, mostly because I have a yarn club that I saved for the whole year that I'm going to use for next year. I will talk about that more in January's episode. But I am so excited with having 12 new pairs of socks that I haven't worn yet. I've waited all year to wear them, but I wanted to show you my last pair of socks. This is the first sock. Haven't washed it, haven't blocked it. It's sitting in my bag. All the ends need to be woven in, but I love how this turned out. This is I want to say it's the Everyday Hermione sock. It's a free pattern on Ravelry. I'll link it below, but I love how this texture just pops with this slightly variegated green. I'll show you the foot. It'll show up a little bit more. But you just have so much texture as far as like the colors. So you've got really light greens, kind of middle greens, some hints of really dark greens, some are a little more yellow. So I just love just how much of variety you get in just green. So first sock is done. Second sock, leg is done, heel is done, and I just finished the gusset decreases this morning. So I've got 50 rounds left and the toe. So that is super doable. I will definitely get that done before the end of the year. I haven't pushed my deadlines this late into the month all year. I felt like I was kind of done at least by the 20th. But this month was just kind of a struggle. And I will tell you why. I had 3 advent calendars that I had this year. One was a sock calendar. So it was a self-striping sock. And then I had 2 full advents. So the self-striping socks, I got those done. So this is by the Cozy Knitter, and I've done 2 of her yarn advents. This is my second one. So there's 24 stripes, and it counts down from December 1st to December 24th, and you have a pair of socks for Christmas. So got those done in time. I did these toe up, so I started down here, knit this way. The original pattern I was going for, the heel was just not working for me. So I did a short gusset, I did a short row heel right here, so that's this line here, and then a little bit of a gusset decrease, and then just kept going. So I think it turned out fine. Once I wear them a bit, and then I'll have a better idea of like if the fit works for me or not, or if I need to try something different for next year. This pattern is the Stack of Books by Witchery, and she also did the String of Lights pattern, which I also really enjoyed. So these are winners. Definitely so glad I did those. I will definitely be doing another one in 2023 if it's offered. I did the Grenouille Co yarn advent, and she had like a dark library, dark academia theme to it, which I love those colors, those dark moody colors. But I really struggled to find a pattern that worked for me. I went through like 6 different patterns, and by the time I like settled on one, I was like several days behind, and I was just super like stressed, which you shouldn't be stressed over knitting. It's knitting. But I was. So finally just had to let that one go, and just be okay with not finishing on time. Because let's be realistic. I have kids, I have a husband, I have a job. I don't have time to sit and knit all day long. So trying to finish 3 full-size projects in 24 days was just not realistic. So I decided to do a cowl. And if you don't know what a cowl is, it's like a scarf, but the ends are sewn together. So it's a big tube. So Lindsay from Larkspur Knits did one, and I don't remember who she got the idea from, but I'll tag that person in here. But basically you cast on a tube and you just knit. I am fading my colors a bit, so I'm doing about 5 grams to fade with the new color, and then I keep going. So I'm holding my yarn double, and I am just loving how these colors kind of melt into each other. The fades are beautiful, and I'm just gonna have a great piece to wear once I'm done. So I'm just knitting on this when I have time, and I'm okay with that. It'll get done when it gets done, and I'm just gonna enjoy the process. My last advent was from Yarnaceours, and there was a bunch of issues with getting the box in. The postal service lost the original box, so then I had a second box sent out. I still haven't gotten the original box. So I was already a couple days behind. I was trying to find a pattern. I tried like 3 different patterns, didn't like any of them. So I had to like let that one go too. So I need to start that project, and that's just going to be kind of a year-long process, and I'm just going to enjoy it. I'm still haven't 100% figured out what I want to do with it yet, but it'll be fine. I'm going to prioritize finishing the Grenouille project, along with kind of the other little things I have. I have a couple scrap blankets that I just have when I'm ready for them. And then I have a sweater that I still need to finish. So I will finish things, but I'm not going to stress about it. So yeah, that's kind of my wrap up for the year. I went through and counted what I've finished over the year. Sorry, that's a little loud. And I finished 28 pairs of socks. That's a lot of socks over 12 months. I didn't realize I knit that many, but I was super excited that I did. So I did like 5 sweaters, 1 shawl and 1 blanket, and then I think I did like 3 hats. So most of my time was on socks, as we know. So really excited with kind of what I finished. I think it was like 38 projects total. For this upcoming year, I'd like to try and do kind of more variety of things. But mostly I'm just gonna enjoy the year. So thanks for hanging out with me for a full year. I'm really excited for what 2023 has in store. I've got some plans as far as the podcast, putting some tutorials together. So if you have any ideas for tutorials that you'd like to see, I'd love to hear them. Please put those in the comments below. And thanks for sticking around. So have a great New Year's Eve, and have a safe New Year's, and I will see you guys in January in 2023. Okay, bye.